State versus Lucas Billingsley, CR 16-61, theft of property, 2 counts. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. And let's see, it looks like you're appearing for an arraignment, is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, we've entered a plea of not guilty, waive formal reading of the charges.
Okay, we'll enter that plea of not guilty, and your next appearance will be on May 5th.
19th.
I'm sorry, May 19th at 10 o'clock. Now, you need to make an appointment to see the Public Defender's Office.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State versus Richard Hamilton, 16-60, aggravated assault. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I think you're appearing for an arraignment.
That's correct, Your Honor. We've entered a plea of not guilty, waive formal reading of the charges.
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty. He should reappear before Judge Webb on March 17th at 9 o'clock. Okay?
Okay.
Ready to go, sir.
Thank you.
State versus Barbara Bridges, 15-364, 15-331. It looks like 364 is forgery and theft.
Your Honor, I'm not aware of any action to be taken in either one of Ms. Bridges' cases today.
Okay,
She's on a scheduling order. Just ask that she remain on that same scheduling order.
very well.
Your Honor, could the court, this is actually a plea deadline day on Ms. Bridges. Could the court order her to reappear in 2 weeks when the court is next here? That's before her trial is actually scheduled.
Okay, in both, this before the trial schedule in both cases?
Yes, Judge.
Be here on March 24th.
That's fine, Judge.
State versus Ashley Jackson, 15-359. The charge is possession of controlled substances, paraphernalia, driving on a suspended or revoked license, left of center.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, I visited Ms. Jackson yesterday, so she's staying in good contact with us. Yeah, I'm going to make the same request I did previously, that the court order her to reappear on March 24th. She's set for jury trial on April 13th.
March 24th, 10 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
State versus Terry Hampton, 15-365. Forgery, it's the original charge. Is this a revocation? No, it's a plea. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let's see what we have here. Who represents you, sir?
Mr. Bailey.
Okay.
He's on
This-
vacation,
this
I believe.
just for pretrial motions, to your knowledge, Mr. Cooper, are there any?
No, Judge, there's not.
Okay, very well. Well, thank you, sir. You're
Thank
free
you,
to
Your
go.
Honor.
State versus Derry Hart, 15-401, as you said, it's a breaking or entering theft, criminal mischief case. I'm not sure why he's here. He's scheduled to appear on March 24th.
Your Honor, I think the reason that he's here is he he asked to be placed on the docket due to an ankle monitor issue. He has an ankle monitor that the court has ordered.
Oh, good.
He approached me this morning and said that because of his economic situation, he could not afford the ankle monitor. I think he would like to request from the court that the ankle monitor be removed. Your Honor, his mother is here in the courtroom with him. I believe that's the house that he is staying at.
Your Honor, coincidentally, that was the house he was staying at when he committed these crimes alleged by the state of Arkansas, which are thefts. This gentleman has a criminal history of 1.5, and he was allowed out of jail based on an ankle monitor, Your Honor. This is simply an end around to get around from an ankle monitor, Your Honor.
Did he
This gentleman
post
could-
another bond?
I'm waiting on disability. I'm like, I'm placing medication. I can't
Oh, I see who made the order.
And I would point out, Your Honor, the items that were stolen from the residents of Baxter County from their storage units were taken back to this man's mother's house. So in terms of supervision, the state has no belief that that means anything at all to Mr. Hart. He doesn't respect his mother's house. He's certainly not gonna respect what else is going on here. Your Honor, if this man can't get out of jail based on an ankle monitor, it's unfortunate, but he may have to go back to jail and await his trial.
Your Honor, Mr. Hart has no income. He's applied for disability. He's waiting on the results of that. He takes medication. It's difficult for him to even afford his medication.
What are his prior convictions for?
Theft. Your Honor, he was with his sister, who has a criminal history of about a 12.5. She has probably 27 different felony convictions for theft, forgery, and hot check. If this gentleman can't afford an ankle monitor, it's curious to me how a defendant who has no money can get an ankle monitor. Okay?
He also made a bond, but in addition there too. I'd rather just leave it where it's